700 by the time we're on final there, you know. Cape Girardeau traffic, helicopter 211 Tango Bravo coming around midfield, left downwind runway 2, Cape Girardeau traffic. All right, put on your carb heat. Testing the lights there, what all that clicking is. Alrighty. 3, 2, 1. Check up a teeny bit. Looking out the window. Our little flare. Hold that, hold that, hold that. Up real slow with the collective. Don't lower the nose. Don't lower the nose. Now lower your nose. Alright, good. Like I say, as long as you get that nose up, you're still driving the rotors. If you flatten it out like that, it's going to want to sag pretty good on you. Alright, go. To think about it, Dean had make a run over to West Plains in his airplane. I should have had him and Doug fly over there. Doug Folk was over here looking for a good excuse to go flying. I didn't even think about it. I should have put them together and let them. Doug's got his own helicopter. Oh, the hell, man. Should have just flown over there. Figure that not too distant future, we'll head over to West Plains. They've got an elevated helipad over there that is good to practice approaches on. Cape Girardeau traffic, helicopter 201, Tango Bravo, midfield, left downwind, runway 2, Cape Girardeau. All right, carb heat full on. Guess I should let you make the radio calls.
Saying, well, first acknowledging where you're at, then what you're doing.
Well, for today, we'll just let me finish them because we're doing autos, so I like to let you concentrate on the autos and not so much on the radio. So when I first start out with a student, I do all of the radio calls because I don't want them distracted by the radio. And then once they get everything's looking good, then I'll start transition over and let them do the radio calls. But we're doing something like this where you need to keep your mind on what you're doing. I'll do all the radio calls, let you just concentrate on the autos. So. All right. All right, whenever you're ready.
3, 2, 1.
Up a little, just kind of keeping it from, you don't want to let it sag a bunch.
Okay.
Now you got a lot of extra speed, but that's fine. Check up a little. There you go. Got the horn tweaks, don't worry about it. You're okay. Looking out the window, don't worry about the horn. Start a flare. There you go. Hold it, just like that. Just hold it, hold it, hold it up on the collective now, nice and slow. Good. If you come in a little fast, it just floats longer. So. there's quite a few accidents with auto rotations in training. And
Charlie traffic, 376 Kilo Charlie is about 5 miles outside of Dutch. We're doing a practice ILS through runway 10 with a missed approach.
What happens is instructors don't, they let the students get a little bit too far out. They get them too slow and rotor RPM down, and it's a horrible combination. Now it gets hard to salvage it without wrecking the friggin' aircraft, you know. Head running traffic, helicopter 201, Tango Bravo, midfield, left downwind, runway 2. So like there, we were at 85, right? Right, so you wouldn't want, so here's a common scenario. You know, you're going to 85, so then they have you bring the nose up like that to slow down. That drives the rotor RPM up, you know, so then people check up on the rotor RPM. Then when they get their speed down, they level the aircraft back down. Now the rotor RPM droops, you know, so now they're paying attention to lowering the collective back down, try to get it down, and while they do that, their airspeed goes to hell, and now they're going 50, you know, and their rotor RPM's low, you know, so they went chasing stuff and, you know, got distracted and ended up low airspeed, low rotor RPM, and, you know, it's just not a place you want to be, so usually if I'm teaching other instructors, I'll tell them, if the student gets a little fast on the auto, that's not a big deal, right? Don't have them flare up and try to bleed off the speed, get concentrated on that, and then let the rotor RPM go to hell in a handbasket, because then if you end up slow and low rotor RPM, it's a bad combination, so. All right, we're ready when you are.
2, 1.
Down, don't let that nose tuck quite so bad. There you go. Looks good, looks good. RPMs look good. Speed looks good. Down a teeny bit with the nose, just a little bit. There you go. Looking out the window. Now start a little flare. Up with the collective. All right, not bad. Try that again. We've got a guy on a long final but it'll be a while before he gets there.
So at the beginning there,
traffic,
I let it just get a little too low.
Inbound, ILS runway 10, low pass.
I think you said it's still 5 out, so, sorry, what was your question there?
So I let the nose droop a little too much in the beginning.
Yeah, just a little bit. If you wouldn't have fixed it, we'd end up going to 85, you know, again, but hey, just a little bit of back pressure. And again, you're not trying to flare the nose up, you're just trying to keep it from drooping a bunch, you know, so. And 6 Kilo Charlie, you're still out about 5 miles.
6 Kilo Charlie from here.
All right, Roger that. We're midfield, left downwind for 2 for practice auto rotation. We'll be keeping an eye out for you there.
Okay, we'll call you about 2 miles out.
All right, carb heats pull on. If you order traffic.